Hi Internet, welcome to the Gradtron YouTube channel, here with a last minute reaction, but this is a special birthday request. Mike is turning 50, and he asked me if I would react to, let's see, Einstürzende Neubauten and Sonnenbarke, a live version. I don't know really much about these guys. Read a little bit about them. I guess they're an avant-garde group, which and I guess they're very influential. Like Henry Rollins is a big fan of theirs, and I guess one of the guitar players worked with Nick Cave. They have a very long, illustrious history. Started in the '80s and are still going strong. Seem to be very well respected. I'm not super into avant-garde stuff. That's just not my personal taste. But you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, see what it's all about. Haven't heard anything from this group before, but apparently they make their own instruments, wild, exotic, and it's in German. The lyrics seem to be about sort of like, I'm not exactly sure what the lyrics are about. It seems like they leave a lot of room open to interpretation, so it could be about the fires of hell, could be about the battles between the light and the darkness. I'll post a translation to the lyrics in the description below. But yeah, so this is my first listen, doing this for Mike's birthday, so let's see what happens when I check this out. Got some exotic instrumentation. Those like cymbals that are spinning, perhaps. I've heard them described as the ultimate industrial group, taking it literally.
Der Ort des Geschehens, Novembergrau, ständig Nieselregen. Komm mit. Über die Vögel, die Wolken.
Looks like he's using brushes.
Ich hab die Strahlenkrone aufgesetzt, Corona. Spiegelt darin mein leuchtendes Haupt. Du sollst mein Beifahrer sein, im Fahrtwind, im Sonnenwind. In schimmerndem Gold, in Purpur gehüllt.
Yeah, so thus far, I'm actually enjoying it more than I thought, to be completely honest. I thought I have a low tolerance for avant-garde stuff. A lot of it just really grinds my gears. Like, the only Beatles track that I really dislike is Revolution Number 9, which I just kind of completely hate. But they're actually doing very well here. I'm not against all avant-garde. I think if you're going to do something avant-garde, it has to be interesting enough to justify it, because I feel like a lot of people do the avant-garde thing and are just, trying to show how creative they are. It's like, ooh, look at all these weird instruments we're using, but it's not adding up to anything. To these guys' credit, it actually feels like it's adding up to something where there's actually, with a lot of avant-garde stuff, I either want it to be so weird that I can't, that it blows my mind with its weirdness. It's like, wow, I can't believe you did that. But actually what they're doing is they're having decent hooks for avant-garde. It's like a well-constructed pop song at this point, where the melody is actually pretty catchy. It's a very conventional rock kind of bass line. It's just the instrumentation is weird, but what they're doing musically is kind of a standard song build. So it's definitely interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it.
Durch Gefahr führt unser Weg und Bilder von Bestien. Komm auf meine Sonnenbarke. Komm auf meine Sonnenbarke. Im rötenden Osten öffnet Aurora Rosentore. Es fliehen die Sterne.
Let's switch to drumsticks now.
Die Sichel des Mondes vom Rand her verblasst. Steil ist am Anfang die Bahn, am Morgen.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Schwindend hoch in der Mitte des Himmels. Je neigt sich am Ende der Weg. Komm auf meine Sonne.
Hi, what is he using on that guitar?
Komm auf meine Sonnenbarke. Die Finsternis vertrieben. Durch rasende Flammen, verzehrende Glut. Überall
Oh, yeah, those are...
die Erde auf.
Alright, so I actually have a friend, Fablecry, who I reacted to on this channel earlier. They started out with really weird instrumentation where it was just a duo, brother and sister duo, and like they had a drum kit made out of trash cans and stuff. So it's refreshing to see someone playing trash cans in a pop setting. But yeah, so this is interesting because it's less avant-garde than I was expecting. I heard, them described as noise rock and avant-garde, and I guess that's true to a degree, but this song, if you took out the weird instrumentation, it's still just like a standard pop rock song, where it's not, I wouldn't say it's a extremely catchy pop rock song, but it's catchy enough where I'm still able to enjoy it, get locked into the melody, get locked into the hooks of it, and so the main appeal seems to be the weird instrumentation, but I mean, taking the weird instrumentation out, it's a good song. I don't know if it's a great song that I love, but I would definitely call it good, leaning towards the positive, and like B- or A at this point. So I mean, it's a well-composed, well-constructed song with lyrics that I think are... I'm very glad that this track had lyrics. I was worried it would be an instrumental and I wouldn't know what emotion to feel. But I think this is sort of pondering some of the deeper questions of life lyrically, with a little bit of a menace and a dark tinge to it. And so I appreciate that because there's a lot of art and a lot of avant-garde stuff where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to feel here. Like, I need the tiniest bit of direction. I'm not against art being open-ended. I think open-ended art can be really, really brilliant. And stuff with that allows you to have your own interpretation of the art. So, like, the ending of Inception, how you feel about that, or the ending of Final Fantasy VII, whatever your interpretation of that ending may be, I'm okay with, allowing the viewer, the audience, to have interpretation, but I think that the author should allow some guidance and some parameters of, like, what you should be feeling. Like, I don't like stuff where you're just like, it's so abstract that just like, I don't know if I should feel happiness or sadness. I like a little bit of direction from the artist because otherwise it just feels like you just put a bunch of random stuff together and just like, isn't this brilliant? Not necessarily. But I like that this has direction, and I do like the melodies and the hooks and the build. If it were me, I would have wanted, a big, thunderous hard rock drums there, but that's because, coming from my musical background. But I'm still definitely enjoying it.
Selbst in die Unterwelt dringt durch Spalten Licht. Versetzt die Herrscher in Angst und Schrecken. Komm auf meine Sonnenbarke.
Like I said, I'll put the lyrics in the description for this one.
Meine Sonnenbarke. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir.
Everyone's watching so politely.
Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir.
Good build.
Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir.
Looks like gasoline tanks.
Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir.
Yeah, alright, bro. Roll with it. Why not?
Komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit, komm mit mir. Komm auf meine Sonnenbarke.
All right. So, yeah. So that was Einstürzende Neubauten, and the song was Sonnenbarke. That was a live performance. I was expecting to be trolled by this because, once again, avant-garde stuff tends to troll me. Not in the sense that I'm shocked by what I'm seeing, but I'm more annoyed that people think it's brilliant with a lot of avant-garde stuff. But I thought this was cool. I don't know if it'd be the kind of thing where I'd want to do an entire show of this band, just because it might be a little bit too mellow for me, and I'd be like, I'm getting a little bit tired. Like, how long's the show? Because I've gone to a lot of avant-garde, art exhibits and stuff, and I tend to get antsy and want to move around and do something different. So, but definitely, at least for the context of like a single song, I enjoyed it. And you know what? I'd be more willing to check out their stuff because they're basically just, it looks like a pop group in the clothing of an avant-garde group. Because that was, lengthwise, it was a long song. That was 7 minutes, 15 seconds. So it was a long song, but it kind of flew by. Wasn't annoying to listen to. It was definitely interesting in terms of what they used, in terms of the instruments. I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to see whether or not it could keep my attention for a full show. Just because if all the songs are kind of mellow like that. I'm not sure how much it would keep my interest per se. But if each song still had sort of that same melodic quality, yeah, I might be able to do an entire show of a band like this. So, you know what? Cool suggestion. I liked it. I'll give it a thumbs up, and I'll give it a solid A, not an A minus, not an A plus, but a solid A, especially for the genre. That was pretty cool. So yeah, happy birthday, Mike. Recorded this for you on my lunch break because you requested it for your 50th birthday. So happy 50. This is 50. This is a bonus video for everyone out here. So yeah, another long song this week. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to do the liking, the commenting, the subscribing, all those things. Have a good one, everyone.